Welcome back. It's been a while since we had Mr. Hernandez has been on the show. Indeed, it was November the 21st, 2016. How are you keeping? I keep going, happy to be back on your show. It seems like what you said back in 2016 is a true reflection of Donald Trump. Yes, it can be seen on the Harsh Realist UK channel. I am afraid that what I said then is becoming a reality. You know me, I say it as it is. Can you briefly recap what you said about Donald Trump? Certainly, I said that I was happy that Donald Trump won the election, as it would expose the elite for what they really are. However, I also said that Donald Trump could not be trusted. It confirms to me that no one can really be trusted. Hey Edna, I used to think that Mr. Hernandez was a bonehead, but what he is saying is starting to make sense.
I remember you telling me that Donald Trump was the best thing since sliced bread. You seem to be having a change of heart.
Listen, at the time Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall, he said he was going to look after the average guy. He said that he would not interfere in the Middle East. Damn it, the guy cannot be trusted. Would you agree that matters are not looking good for President Trump? Longer term, it looks dreadful. Firstly, Donald Trump is not a strategist. He shoots from the hip. His background does not match the political environment he has to face. You got to remember that Donald Trump called the shots when he ran his own company. He could sack people on a whim. His bullying attitude was rarely challenged. He is a classic narcissist. Yes, but people voted for Donald Trump because he spoke his own mind and is not politically correct. Surely that's a good thing. Speaking your mind and refraining from being too politically correct are attributes that I admire, but it must be carried out appropriately. Can you expand on that? Of course. Think about this. When political correctness was in its infancy, it was there to protect the vulnerable. It had very good intentions. However, like most good intentions, they become hijacked with certain political leanings, such as the left. Political correctness today has become far too extreme and is poisoning our society. I will give you an example. A few months ago, a woman in the audience was addressing Prime Minister Trudeau and used the term mankind. He corrected her by saying, "We like to say people kind." Surely Donald Trump is trying to stamp out political correctness and get people to do some straight talking.
Hey Baldy, I sure like this straight talking.
Hey babe, you got a great stack, and what a pair of pins. I am all for straight talking providing it is not offensive. You need banter. It is the glue of any workforce and it helps relieve stress. If someone believes that they feel threatened in the workplace, the matter should be dealt with in an informal manner in the first instant. If it cannot be resolved informally, then there should be internal grievance procedures to deal with the matter. But for goodness sake, a blanket ban on banter through political correctness is corrosive. In my opinion, Donald Trump is using his non-political stance to bully, and that is just as corrosive. Okay, so what do you think will happen in the next few months regarding Donald Trump? Donald Trump has made far too many enemies, and this will be his downfall. His lack of strategic skills and lack of knowledge on the world stage is becoming evident. It was easy for him to make promises on his campaign trail, but once you hold the position of a president, you have to be a good negotiator. His outlook is far too simplistic and therefore does not see the repercussions of any of his actions. Politicians lie, however, I have no doubt that Donald Trump is in the lead in this area. Donald Trump runs the White House like The Apprentice. It is just a show to him, and this reflects in him firing people at will. His short-term outlook will be no match for Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller is strategic, thorough, takes his time quietly gathering evidence in the background. It will be interesting to see if Michael Cohen will flip on Donald Trump. I truly believe that the net is closing in. As always, thank you for your perspective.